In this video I want to talk about my tempering machine. I usually get a lot of questions about it. So, my tempering machine, it's something that I got relatively recently. It is called Wheelie from Chocolate World, and it's not full automatic tempering machine, but it's really great to work with. So basically I have already chocolate tempered here, but to temper chocolate you switch machine on. Here set the temperature to which you want to melt your chocolate. Like for instance, I was melting dark chocolate, so I set it to 50 degrees Celsius. So when it's melted, I'm adding some tempered chocolate. Start wheel, so it does all the tempering work for me. And later on I just put on this funnel and set the temperature to a working temperature, and wheel is spinning, chocolate is coming from a funnel, and that's basically it. So it really saves a lot of time. You don't have to temper manually because, well, actually only thing that you need to do is to put some tempered chocolate. So basically seeding method, but without endless storing. How much chocolate can you work with in this machine? I had like around 5 kilos here. So around like 4 kilos you melt, and then 1 additional kilo you add tempered chocolate and melted chocolate to start tempering and crystallization process. Yeah, you can adjust how much chocolate is coming from a funnel just simply by tilting it. Now it's kind of in a standard mode, so it's nice stream of chocolate coming here, and I've been working with it for a couple of hours now, no problems. You don't have to control temperature at all because yeah, it's doing everything for you automatically. I usually set the temperature a little bit higher than my working temperature will be, because I'm going to be discharging my chocolate from the mold directly into the bowl of my tempering machine. So I will be adding some little bit colder chocolate. So just to be on the safe side, I put the temperature a little bit up. What else can I say about it? As you can hear, it's very quiet. It can handle more than 5 kilos. It can handle up to 14 kilos of chocolate. So if depending on the size of your production, you can have more or less. It is a great solution if you don't have some huge production and you don't need some very big automatic tempering machine. Then it's a great solution, really. It saves it saves so much time. Downside is once you will try it and get adjusted to work with it, then it's really impossible to come back tempering it manually, honestly. So let's mold. I was just molding, and I did like around 35 molds, and it took me maybe like 1 hour. So it's on my regular tempo, it's quite fast. So I have one last mold, and I'm gonna just show you quickly how I will how I'm usually using this machine. It might be my work with this machine might be not the most elegant right now. I'm still adjusting, but it's definitely efficient. So I will need a spatula, I will need mold, and I'm starting to fill it with chocolate, not all of it, and just spreading it to a cavity that stayed empty, just like that. Actually, this funnel is a great thing because it's sharp, so you can use it to clean your spatula, to clean your scraper right away. Now, of course, I'm taking my scraper. I will take what I don't need. Regular tapping. discharge it directly back into a bowl of tempering machine. Sides, tap it a bit more, and clean it. And your molding process is finished. How cool. How great is that? So yeah, as I already said, it saves you ton of time. And what else can I say about it? It's not very big, as you can see. It's actually it's quite heavy. I think it's 40 kilos, but it's quite manageable and doesn't take a lot of space. You can place it on your working counter, and it's quiet. And one more important thing: how long it takes to melt chocolate. For 4 kilos that I was melting, it took me, I think, 2.5–3 hours. But I wasn't stirring it, I wasn't doing anything. This tempering machine has a lid, so once you put your chocolate for melting, you just cover it with a lid, so no dust and nothing can fall into your chocolate, and it's doing all the process for you. After you're done working, if you have a nice, cool, non-humid environment, you can just switch it off, cover with a lid, and start your work. Next day, the same, you need to turn it on, melt your chocolate, do the seeding, and then start working. Or of course you can empty it, you can clean it, everything can be taken out, wheel can be taken out, can be washed, can be cleaned, the same with the funnel, can be washed and cleaned. And you need to, what I pointed for myself is that you need to make sure that if you're cleaning your scraper like I do on a funnel, like that, you want to make sure that there is not too much chocolate, crystallized chocolate, blocking the funnel itself. So you want to clean it time to time to give your chocolate nice smooth flow. Problem that you can have, actually it comes to every single tempering machine or even tempering manual, is that over time tempering chocolate can start being over crystallized. And over crystallized, it means that there are simply too many crystals, stable crystals of form 5, and your chocolate, it is still tempered, but it's getting way too thick for you to start working with it. So it's very, very thick, and of course molding bonbons and your shells will be too thick. It's not pleasant to eat, and it's a lot of chocolate goes into your mold. So over crystallized chocolate is something that you can simply work with. And any tempering machine, including Wheelie, will have this problem with time. Now it's been running for 3 hours at least already with the tempered chocolate, so nothing, it's not over crystallized yet. As you can see, it's still very, very smooth, very, very fluid. But if you ran into problem that your chocolate in your tempering machine got over crystallized, you can still save it and continue working with it. So two main simple methods: raise temperature in your in your tempering machine, raise the thermostat. So right now my machine is working on 33.5 degrees Celsius. You can raise it to 35 simply to melt some of the stable crystals. But be very careful not to overheat whole chocolate. You just want to heat some of the chocolate that got over crystallized. Or leave your temperature like it was, and then take a hair dryer or spray or a heat gun and warm top layer. Switch off wheel and warm up top layer. So basically principle is the same. You need to melt some over-crystallized stable crystals. You need to melt them to make your chocolate thinner again, so you can work with it. Yeah, so I think it's everything. It's actually not very complicated. It's very easy. For me, the most challenging part was and still is to do molding process itself more clean. Yeah, but it's something that comes with a practice. Like I'm always saying, practice makes perfection. So I will be practicing a little bit myself, and maybe you already have this machine or similar machine, and you have some good trick how to make your molding a little bit more cleaner. Then I will be actually very happy for your advice. Yeah, and if you're just looking for a tempering machine, and well, there is a point in chocolatier's life when you start thinking about tempering machine. And if you're thinking about one, this is actually a very great solution. It is relatively small, it is quiet, and it's very efficient. I also have a couple of melting kettles also from Chocolate World. They're also great if you need to temper a smaller amount of chocolate, but then the tempering is completely manual. You just I try to avoid seeding method because it's just way too much stirring. So I usually use just the tabling method or this one. So if it is something that you're looking for, try it, and downside to it that you probably will love it too much, so you won't be able to stop working with it. Well, this is at least what's happening to me. So I hope this video was useful, and and see you in some next videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.